Well, good evening, everyone. This is the Chattanooga Weather Desk, as well as I'm your Chattanooga Weather Tracker, Steve here, and I'm watching a couple of interesting things here from the weather office. But what I want to do first is kind of inform you that we've got some storms that is going on right now, and I was expecting this as we got a low pressure system that is currently coming in across the Tennessee Valley. Looks like it's going to remain unstable the next few days. So if I were you, anywhere from, well, actually all of Tennessee, whether you're in Nashville, Memphis, or Chattanooga, Knoxville, or even up near the Tri Cities, I would have an umbrella because you just never know when unstable atmospheric conditions may lead to a thunderstorm in your area. And of course, you've got to also be aware of severe of any severe warnings that are issued by the National Weather Service. So we're going to continue to keep you updated, or I'm going to continue to keep you updated of what's going on. Right now, let's go ahead and get right to the point and show you what's going on right now with the radars. I'm presenting this right now at 10:37. Let me go ahead and get this presented out to everybody here. All right, now let me go ahead and show you what's going on in the current radar picture at this time. This is kind of looking in from the Huntsville, Alabama radar. This goes in for Huntsville, Alabama only, and this kind of gives a good view anywhere from McMinnville down through Chattanooga, and then parts of Monroe County and Crossville. There is a flash flood warning that just had popped up. Let's go and take a look and see where that warning is required, and of course what's going on with that as well. Here's the flash flood warning. I'm going to go ahead and dive on in and show you where this flash flood warning is at now. This is for storms that's been training over the same area. We're talking 2-inch rainfall amounts falling probably within the last hour. Okay, here we go. The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a flash flood warning. If you're in southwestern Fentress County, Overton County, Middle Tennessee, until 12:30 a.m. At 9:35, Mercy Management reported a thunderstorm producing heavy rains with up to 2 inches of rain that has already fallen. Flash flooding is expected to begin shortly. Some locations impacted within these flooding include Livingston, Standing Stone State Park, Crawford, and Rickman. Additional rainfall amounts of 1, possibly 2 inches can be expected within the warned area. That means 1 to 2 more inches of rain. So widespread flooding in some areas is possible. You want to be especially cautious at night when it is harder to recognize dangers to flooding because you never know. They always say just 1 foot of flowing water can sweep vehicles off their feet, which would be their tires. But as you can see, here's the showers and thunderstorms developing anywhere from Farragut all the way back into Wartburg. Then we have some storms back over into Livingston. And this line stretches all the way back into Davidson County near Nashville. And more storms kind of moving into and through West Tennessee with some heavier activity going into Lobelville and Hickman. Some very powerful lightning strikes with some of these storms. That's what you want to be aware of. Some very rainfall, as well as some rains that are causing flash flooding as well. Now, there is a severe thunderstorm warning for Shelby County, and this goes in effect also for Fayette County. Here's that warning right now. And as you can see, the cell is not looking too good at all. There's actually a good pinpoint of a little bit of rotation within this storm. Going into Collierville, Moscow, Doppler radar indicating a possible area of rotation. Let me go and read the warning real quick. Wouldn't be surprised if this turns into a tornado warning any second. It says the National Weather Service in Memphis has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Fayette County, southeastern Shelby County until 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 9:18, a severe thunderstorm was located near Germantown and moving southeast at 15 miles per hour. So if you're in this storm, seek immediate shelter immediately. This is a dangerous storm, deadly lightning, heavy rainfall, as well as also some very large hail is within the storm. Now the storm is moving southeast toward Moscow. A little bit of rotation, not really strong enough to produce a tornado warning. But now as we move to the cell back to the east here, a new cell is developing. This is just west of Sardis, and I would expect more storms to develop over south and east Tennessee as we go over the next couple of hours. So Chattanooga, if you plan on going to bed, which I would say some of you are, I will be very shortly, make sure you have yourselves some candles on just in case there is a threat of damaging winds. And don't be surprised if you get waken up by the storms later tonight. So it is possible that you may get awakened as we go through the rest of the night into the overnight hours by some very vigorous storms as they push across the Tennessee Valley. Now let's go into Knoxville's radar site, kind of give you an idea of what's going on there. Again, this is kind of giving you a good estimate of where these storms are, how much is falling. Looks like my cousin Betty, you're fixing to get hit, so watch out. Strong storms moving your direction. Greenville, we got a storm that's coming up near you. Some strong winds, wouldn't doubt some strong winds and maybe some small hail. More or less some heavy rainfall going into Washington County there. And then looks like some very heavy rain still continuing over Morgan County, Clinton County, and Oak Ridge. Boy, is my dad getting good and soaked. So there's a lot of rain that's moving and falling through that area. Now let's take a look and see the estimate rainfall. This is something I love to use when it comes time to tracking storms. And this is the vertically 3-hour rainfall. This is how much rain is falling within the last few hours. As you can see, look at this. Morgan County, 1.5, 2 to 2.5 inches of rain has already fallen in Livingston, Overton County there, Alpine, Wilder. There's been some very heavy rainfall over you. Now Jamestown, you've only experienced a little bit around 1/4 of an inch to 1 inch of rain, so really not much going there. But as you make your way on up into Albany, Clinton, Kentucky, Cumberland County, Kentucky, 1 to 2 inches of rain fell in that area. And then it looks like the rain is just now beginning to fall over East Tennessee. And that's all we have going on right now as far as rainfall totals. But again, watch out. There is a flash flood warning for Livingston and Overton. And as you have seen on the radar estimate, up to 2 inches of rain has fallen within the Overton County area. So we're going to continue to keep updated what's going on weather-wise. Now let's turn into the models. Now, this isn't the only system we're dealing with tonight. As a matter of fact, I was discussing with my wife earlier the potential of what we could see more along the pike. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not looking good. So if I were you, I would carry an umbrella. I'll make sure to carry your rain gear, and definitely make sure that whenever the rain, because you just never know when the rain may fall, when the rain will begin, as the air does appear to be unstable over the next few days. Now let's look at the predictive radar and satellite imagery. This is going into probably the next 12 to 24 hours. Now, is there going to be any rain tomorrow? Well, let's check it out here. This is the 36-hour time-lapse satellite radar picture. Showers and thunderstorms are likely to develop tomorrow at some point. But really, the greatest chance of thunderstorms is going to be on Thursday and Thursday afternoon. We're talking possibly some damaging winds, large hail, and even could see maybe an isolated tornado from those storms as they move to the southeast on Thursday. So we got an upper level low, looks like Washington, D.C., Pennsylvania. You're going to be getting affected by some storms. Very large area of low pressure system here, pushing from southwest to northeast. Then there's another storm system that's kind of pushing a lot of energy further southeast over the Ohio Valley. So it's like a double monster-headed storm system, and it looks like it's going to be around for quite some time. So you might want to just stay tuned to your local National Weather Service and keep a really good eye on the latest weather information. Now, I want to go back to my weather models and kind of give you an idea of how intense these storms over the next few days are going to be. And Chattanooga, I hate to tell you, but you're going to be in the center of these nasty storms. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and zoom on the radar here and give you all a really close view of what to be expected. Here comes round one, that's now, but look right here. Round 2 and 3, we got 3 rounds of showers and thunderstorms next few days. Radar is indicating we will likely see some flooding here in the Chattanooga area, also throughout much of Lawrenceville and into parts of all of southern Tennessee. Not only can we see some flooding, we'll also be dealing with some very heavy thunderstorms with strong gusty winds, heavy rain, maybe some hail. So it's a good idea to stay tuned to your local National Weather Service just in case that warnings are issued within the area. So that's all I have for you for now. There are currently no warnings for any part of our area yet. The only warning there is the only warning there is right now is for parts of West Tennessee, and then we have some over into Middle Tennessee. But that's the only warning there is, and there's really only flash flood warnings and maybe one severe thunderstorm warning there. But won't be surprised to see a bit more increase in this activity as we head into late tonight and through tomorrow. Chattanooga, you're going to be at worst, hardest hit by these storms. All of parts of East Tennessee, and then much of the Northeast also going to be expecting these storms as well in some portions. Now, if there is a severe thunderstorm warning, always remember to listen to No Weather Radio for further warnings. You can stay tuned to here at Chattanooga Weather Desk, and I'll keep you updated. But also make sure that you have yourself a battery-operated weather radio, because you never know when you're going to need that. Have candles ready to go for when the electricity goes out, and stay away from bodies of water. Do not be nowhere near any electrical appliances at some point in time. It's going to be stormy and overly active, possibly strong to severe storms the next few days, and I'm saying anywhere from a good 50 to 90% chance of we'll see showers and thunderstorms. So there's your forecast. Look for highs in the mid-80s. We're expecting a bit more severe weather because the temperatures have cooled down a little bit. Anytime you get those really hot, high temperatures, you don't really seem to get a lot of action from tornadoes or any type of activity because the atmosphere is dried out and very hot. So therefore, you're going to get any damaging wind coming from storms. But once that atmosphere cools down a little bit, that warm air is still surrounding. You're going to have some problems with maybe some very large hail, also some damaging downburst winds, and even possibly, since the air is cooler, even tornadoes. God bless you all. Stay safe. Stay tuned right here, and I'll keep you updated of the latest storm tracks and alerts.